Hi guys, welcome to GodNod. I finally got some Wi-Fi out here, so I get to update you just a little bit. I want to share a little bit with what God has been doing with my heart and what He's been revealing to me already. And it's only been like 4 days or 3 days since I've been here. But the first day I was here, I was worshiping with my other missionary friends, and we were just worshiping and praising. And then I started like thinking about all of these missionaries and all of these people in my life that I just admire and I just want to be like, right? And just thinking of their gentleness and their kindness and their joy and their peace. And I'm just thinking like, God, I want to be them. Like I want to have those qualities within me. Like, okay, so like what am I going to start doing to like be more like them? Like I want to be like them. And then God just like told me in my heart, Casey, I don't want you to be them. I want you to be you. Like, you have qualities that they don't, and I want to use you in ways that I don't want to use them, and I need you to be you. You can't be them kind of thing, right? And I was like, oh, like, okay. And I just kind of heard God saying, like, Casey, I need you to fully be yourself, to fully be alive so that you can be the missionary I'm calling you to be. And then right after that, we're done worshiping, and then one of our full-time missionaries comes up and she gives a little talk about comparison, right? How, like, literally, like, how I was just comparing myself to the other girls. But she starts talking about how sometimes we can fall into this trap of comparison, of comparing ourselves to these saints in our Catholic Church, and how just wonderful people and just how prayerful lives they had, and how they had these qualities that we just wish we had. And it's really hard to just try to strive to be like them, and forget that God's calling us to be fully us. And she said something like this. She said, to be a saint is to be blank, like your name. So like for me, it'd be to be a saint is to be Casey. Because to be a saint for me is to fully be the person that God is calling me to be, to fully live out His will. And I just thought that was so awesome and so cool, and exactly, literally what God was speaking to my heart right before she said anything. So I just thought that was super cool that God used her in that way, right after He just started speaking to my heart in the exact same way. One other thing I want to share really quick is something that she said, and I was like, okay, so I'm thinking this like, okay, so I need to be Casey. I need to be myself. I need to I want to learn how to be a missionary, right? Like I just want to know how to love better. And then she starts going on this quote, I think it's from St. Francis de Sales, I'm not sure, about you learn to love by loving. You learn to be a missionary by missionarying. I don't think that one's in there, but I kind of threw it in there because that's what I'm doing here. So yeah, like we learn to love by loving. Like we learn to do things by putting ourselves out there, by doing it. I just thought that was super cool because it's really inspiring, because we don't know how to do everything, right? But we do know how to start from somewhere, and we can trust God with that. So just wanted to update you guys a little bit on like what God is doing with my heart, and to, from this GodNod, it is hope that you can get that, comparison is just a waste of time and it's not healthy for you. So I know I struggle with it, so like we just need to stop comparing ourselves to others and just be the person that God is calling Casey to be, or for you to be you, so that God can use our talents and our gifts that He gave us for His glory. Thanks, guys.